Well, hello, everyone. So I found this gem by some doofus named Delano Edwards. His video is called 20,000,000% Flat Earth Proof. As we can see, this guy struggles with math and the English language. Also, just to give you a heads up, this guy's about as pleasant as an itchy butthole, so if you don't like hearing someone say motherfucker, fuck, or suck my balls in every other sentence, don't bother watching this, because this guy definitely shows his intelligence level by doing that. Also, I'm muting and talking over the beginning of his video because I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike for the music he used. I'll end up having to do this later as well. So, yeah, let's crack this nut.
Now check this shit out. On the left is the regular way it's supposed to be, and on the right you got the fisheye lens. They give shit the curved fucking effect. Most of y'all see the fucking Earth from NASA or anything from fucking NASA or the scientists, and they got this fucking fisheye lens. You think the shit curved for real, you dumb bitch. The Earth fucking flat. It don't fucking curve. Suck my balls.
See? Told you so.
In the Bible it say, the sun and the moon are lights. The sun is not lighting up the fucking moon.
Well, the Bible is wrong. It also says that whales are fish, animals talk, and a 500-year-old man built a giant boat that could fit two of every animal species and managed to knock up his wife at that age. It also says that bats are birds. So, we probably shouldn't use the Bible as any kind of scientific document. No, we'll go with that. The moon doesn't create its own light. It reflects light. Also, if someone wants to assert that it does create its own light, why doesn't it create heat as well? And also, what is the mechanism for its creation of light? How does it produce the photons?
You see this?
Yeah, it's the moon. So what?
Yeah, that's the moon giving off its own fucking life on that goddamn river. The sun ain't lighting up shit.
Look at this smug asshole. Such an arrogant prick, he could never realize he's wrong or a fucking moron. Again, the moon is reflecting the light from the sun, and then that light is being reflected off the river. It's not a hard concept to grasp. I wonder if Delano here understands how mirrors work, or if he thinks they create their own images. Also, if he wants to throw the Bible around, he may want to stop using God's name in vain. I'm pretty sure the Bible says that's some kind of no-no.
Suck my balls.
No thanks. I'm not into that. And, stop begging. Makes you sound kind of pathetic.
This is a view from the airplane, the cockpit with a pilot that's flying the goddamn airplane. Remember, if the Earth was round, that means he should be dipping that plane every 5 fucking minutes.
No. For fuck's sake, no. That's not how it works. And where does this 5 minutes thing come from? Where is he getting that number? Let's just pretend that the pilot would have to dip the plane every so often. Let's just pretend for the sake of argument. There would be more variables at play than, ding, oh, it's been 5 minutes, let's dip the plane down. The pilot would have to adjust for things like airspeed and altitude, not just, ding, timer goes off, let's adjust. Fucking idiot.
Now the time in this video was kind of sped up. Now you go see that he ain't go dip this motherfucking plane. Okay? He go fly flatter than a motherfucker for a long ass time. With no fucking curve. You go see yourself, no fucking curve. Think about why they call it airplane, motherfucker. A plane. It ain't an air ball, bitch. Airplane, motherfucker. It's a fucking plane. The Earth is a flat fucking plane. That's what it is. He's going to city to city to city, which means that those cities are miles apart. But you still see no fucking curve. As you can see, this man in this airplane, and you looking out the window like he is, you see nothing but flat. Ain't no fucking way you say it's too big to see the curve. You can see miles and miles away Cities, miles and miles away, you don't see no fucking curve. If it did curve, where it's at? When eventually are you gonna see it? Not fucking never. Airplane, bitch. The earth is fucking flat.
Nope. I am not even going to get into the whole airplane thing. It saddens me to think that there are people out there that think that's why airplanes are called airplanes. And it really destroys my hope for humanity that these people are breeding and spreading their moron genes around. Idiocracy, here we come. Also, if the pilot is flying from city to city to city, why can't we see them? On a space frisbee, one would think you'd be able to see a lot further than we do from this altitude. Maybe because the Earth curves down away from them? I don't know. Just a hunch. And also, in case you're wondering why it's so quiet and I'm still playing this is the part of the video where he has music, and I'm not going to take the chance on a copyright strike, so I muted this, and I'm talking over it.
You seen that? I know. But you know what? Some of you baller bitches like, no, it can't be. You gonna say this what? Well, maybe because it was gravity. Right? Yeah.
Huh? Does this mental degenerate understand what gravity is? Oh yeah, wait, never mind. I forgot. He's retarded and didn't pass the 3rd grade. All gravity is the force that pulls less dense objects towards more dense objects. It explains a lot of things. Unfortunately, it doesn't explain how this guy can be so incredibly dumb.
Gravity these nuts in your mouth.
That is not the proper use of the word. It makes no sense in that context. Also, as I've told you, no, I am not into dangly bits, and stop sounding so desperate for someone to touch your micropenis.
Here's another view from an airplane.
Okay, so we're looking outside a window of an airplane. As you can tell, the Earth looks flat as hell. There's no curvature anywhere. You know, about 30,000 feet up, and we're still looking at eye level. You know, we should be looking towards the bottom of the ball, but yet, as you can tell here, flatter than the girl on Dexter.
Huh? What? Why? How? Why and how would we be able to see the other side of the Earth from that altitude on a globe? Makes no sense. It would make more sense to say we could see the giant Game of Thrones ice wall, or at least a lot closer to it if we lived on a giant hockey puck, like these idiots seem to think. The reason we can't see that far is curvature. Yeah, the Earth is curving away from the camera. It does curve in that direction too, not just side to side, but in front and in back. Actually in all directions. It goes out and then curves down.
This a drone footage. Now check this out. You see this boat right here? Okay, cool, right? Now, technically, if you're looking at this boat, most of you baller bitches, if you're looking at that boat and it turns around to right there where that beach is at, if you was on that beach and you seen this boat, you would think that that boat went over the curve or going over the horizon, correct? But you see the goddamn boat miles and miles away more that it's on a flat ass ocean with no fucking curve.
Well, that is incorrect. The boat is not that far out. It's about a mile or maybe 2 from the beach. Still not far enough to disappear. It would be small, however, like this guy's mental capacity, and starting to go over, but it would still be visible.
Right? If you was on that beach and looked at this fucking boat right here in the middle of this fucking ocean, you baller bitches will think that, oh, it went over the curve. But now that you see the boat in the middle of the fucking ocean, you still don't see no fucking curve. Even if you look even further back, there are more boats back there.
You can see further in this video because the drone is in the air and not at sea level. As you gain in altitude, you can see further because you're rising over the hump of the curve. If this guy wasn't so smug and arrogant, I would think he's a Poe, because it's really hard for me to believe that there are people out there that are this goddamn dumb. I still can't believe that you almost have to explain shit to grown-ass adults the way you would have to talk to a mentally handicapped 4-year-old. Break it down nice and slow so maybe they can understand.
There's some more fucking boats back there behind this one, and you still don't see no fucking curve. So what the fuck the curve is, right? You just looked in the airplane, flying with the goddamn pilot, all you seen was fucking flat. You see this fucking boat on a flat ass ocean. You wanna know why? Water finds its own level.
Here we go with this stupid fucking argument.
Water don't fucking bend, bitch. After this shit, looking at this flat ass ocean from a drone. This is from a drone flying up. Looking at this shit, and you still think the earth is a ball of water? You're a stupid bitch. You in denial. This is the ultimate fucking proof that it ain't got no fucking curve. You just seen the airplane fly miles and miles and miles. You ain't seen no fucking curve.
Well, actually, we did. We actually saw quite a lot of curve. We saw it curve away from us in all directions. We aren't looking down the bend in a taco shell or along a ridge. We don't see side-to-side curvature when looking straight ahead like this guy and his ilk seem to think. The horizon is the curve. It curves away from us equally in all directions.
You just seen this boat in the middle of the ocean, on the flat-ass ocean, and on the beach. If you looked at this boat, damn, it went over the curve. But you see it ain't no fucking curve in the flat-ass ocean. Look at this sundog right here. Sundog, if you rearrange the letters, it means God's son.
How sunlight reflects in the atmosphere in a camera lens is apparently evidence for a flat Earth, and if you take the name of the phenomenon and reverse the second word and put it in front of the first word, then change the second letter of the now second word, it means Jesus. I guess that's proof or evidence of God and that the Bible's claims of a flat earth are correct? I guess. I don't know what he's getting at with that. If we fucked around with the letters of this ding-dong's name, we get things like slandered, drowned, worsened, and a bunch of other ones. Who cares what words and phrases can be made by changing words and letters around? It has nothing to do with the shape of the earth, the validity of the Bible, or even the existence of a God. Now, let's see what he has to say about what happens when you mix light, moisture, and glass, and how that is somehow evidence of a flat earth.
Rearrange the letters. Sundog equals God's son. You got a glare around the fucking sun. Where the fuck is the glare coming from?
Well, like I just said, it's a combination of light hitting the moisture in the atmosphere and the camera lens. You can see the same effect when you surface from a dive while your dive mask lens is still wet. If it's hot enough out and you don't get your mask wet again, the sundog will disappear as the mask lens dries out. Camera lenses are glass and dive lenses are plastic, so the glass will pick up the effect where the plastic needs that little extra bit of help from the water to pick it up. But either way, it's simply an effect of moisture, light, and the medium you're picking it up through. Like the camera lens doesn't prove a flat earth.
Where's that reflection coming from?
I think what he meant to say is, where is the reflection coming from? Like I just said, the reflection is coming from the sunlight hitting the moisture in the atmosphere, becoming scattered, and then the camera lens picking up on that scatter and distorting it even more. That's simple.
The goddamn dome. Where else could it fucking come from?
A dome. Seriously. So apparently we live in a snow globe. Okay. I'd really like to see where this dome hits the ground and, where the border of the snow globe is.
I'll wait. Look, I know. Gravity, right? Right?
No, not gravity. And I would really, really like to hear this retard's explanation on why he thinks that gravity would be any kind of answer to that. I'm really curious to hear the dumb shit that would come out of his mouth for that one.
Okay. Well, most of the times in the fucking daytime, you can see through the moon. You can see the blue through the fucking moon, which means the goddamn moon is in our atmosphere.
I mean, that is the moon. And the sky is blue behind it, which matches the sky all around it.
It's inside the dome. It's not no fucking outer space.
So does he think the moon is a hologram too? How would the moon being in our atmosphere make it transparent? A solid object is still a solid object. Now, let's take a quick look at this freeze frame from that little video clip he showed. It's obvious to anyone with an IQ greater than their shoe size that the moon, in fact, isn't transparent and is just in one of its normal phases. The white part that we see is just bright enough to overcome the blue that we see in our atmosphere. It's not that the moon is close and transparent, it's just that the sun's light reflecting off of the moon is bright. Now, speaking of moon phases, I would love to hear this guy's explanation for him. How does that happen on a flat Earth with the moon inside of a dome?
Get the fuck out of here. The Bible says the moon rules the night.
Because the moon's right there. If the sun really was reflecting light, to light that, then that entire side would be lit up by the sun.
The sun is that bright, and the sun is lighting up the moon. It's just that the Earth is in the way. That's why we have moon phases, which is something that can only happen on a globe Earth and can't happen on, that's a lionfish by the way, on a flat Earth. So, yeah, there's that.
The sun is dominating the fucking sky in the daytime. But what you see at nighttime, the moon doing this goddamn thing.
We see that because the sun is on the other side of the Earth. You know, the whole reason we have that time zones are a thing? Also, I thought God made the moon to rule the night, and, well, this guy just said as much. So, how can the moon be doing its thing, make it damned by God? Didn't he make it to do exactly what it's doing? Maybe it's best not to commit blasphemy and break biblical laws when you're trying to use the Bible as evidence of your claim, even though the Bible is wrong about that too. Just one more thing to add to the list, though.
Some of y'all think this shit came about from an explosion. The Big Bang Theory, 3.5 billion years ago. One day nothing was chilling and decided to blow the fuck up. And we got everything we see today.
I guess this guy's a creationist too. It's the only group of people I've ever run across that are that dishonest, retarded, or willfully ignorant to use that dumb argument and say stupid stuff like that. I almost feel bad for this guy. It's gotta be pretty hard going through life being this dumb.
Atheists believe nothing created nothing. But I sound crazy? Suck my motherfucking balls.
Nah, it's okay. Not into tiny dangly bits. I don't think he sounds crazy. I do think he's an idiot, though. I kind of want to pick apart his stupid atheist and Christian comments that he's made, but this video's gone on long enough, and frankly, really not here to discuss religion. I'm here to talk about the shape of the earth and not pick apart his flawed theology, too. I can only handle so much stupid at once.
How can you believe in God and still believe it's a ball earth when it clearly says in the Bible that you say you believe that the earth is fucking flat? Psalm 19:1. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. A firmament is a fucking dome. Fuck the science book, that's bullshit. Isaiah 66:1. Thus saith the Lord, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. When you look at a footstool, what the fuck you see? 4 goddamn legs. The earth sit on 4 pillars. When you look at a fucking footstool, can you make a footstool out of a fucking ball?
I really don't think I need to say much here. Everything he just said shows that he's a moron. He just did my job for me. Although, I am a little curious. What are those 4 pillars sitting on? And if you can't make a footstool out of a bowl, as he says, how can you make one out of a snow globe? Aren't they both round-ish, where your feet would be? Like, I don't know. How does he think this works?
The earth ain't no fucking ball. Amos 9:6. The one who builds his upper chambers in the heavens and has founded his vaulted dome over the earth. It's in the Bible. The Bible true. NASA's bullshit. NASA means liar and deceiver in Hebrew. Do your own motherfucking research. Don't be in denial, bitch. It's a God, the earth flat, and it's a dome over it. Job 28:24.
NASA doesn't mean deceiver in Hebrew. And even if it did, that would be irrelevant because, well, we speak English. It's a English acronym. And so what it means in Hebrew is completely irrelevant. If the Bible is true and he believes it, why is he using God's name in vain? Why does he have his ear pierced, a tattoo, and the hair on the sides of his head cut? The Bible says not to do all of those things. I also wonder if he's wearing mixed fabrics. That's also a no-no.
You look up to the ends of the earth and see if under the whole heaven. Ends of the earth. Can't have an end of the earth on a fucking ball. It's the middle of the ball right there. That's as it was on top, just like that, as you saw before. It's just infinity. It just go all the fuck around. The earth is surrounded by ice. The Antarctica ain't what the fuck you think. It's a dome over the earth. What the Antarctica at? Making sense to you now?
No, it's not making any sense, really. And why don't we have any pictures of this ice wall? What are the conditions that would cause the creation of ice rings around our giant frisbee? We know why the poles are cold, but why would the giant ice wall around our giant snow globe be cold? Where are the pictures of where the ice and the dome meet? See, none of these things. A lot of assertions, no evidence for any of it.
The ends of the earth where the Antarctica is, where we can't fucking go. Or military go shoot our ass.
Actually, we can go there and not have to worry about getting shot by the military. In fact, just about anybody can. There are contractors that work down there that do everything from food service to truck drivers to mechanics, electricians, plumbers, you name it. All the bases and scientific facilities down there are basically like small towns or cities, and they need all of the things that a small town or city needs to function. Maybe some of these flat earthers can get a job and go down there for 6 months and make a little money, then come back and tell us if there's a wall keeping the wildlings away.
Open your fucking eyes, don't be sleep. Samuel 2:8. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he has set the world upon them. 1 Chronicles 16:30. He has fixed the earth firm, immovable. Psalm 93:1. Thou hast fixed the earth immovable and firm. Psalm 96:10. He has fixed the earth firm, immovable. Psalm 104:5. Thou didst fix the earth on its foundation so it can never be shaken. Now what the science book say? The science book go against the Bible.
I wouldn't really say they go against the Bible. Science books just show what the evidence points to. It isn't reality's fault that a book written by people who didn't know why you get sick or thought that people can survive being swallowed by a whale or a fish is wrong about every claim that it makes.
You just seen in the fucking airplane high as hell. You just seen in a drone footage high as fuck that the earth don't fucking curve. It's just fucking flat. And don't tell me it's too big to see the motherfucking curve. Bitch, you can't see it. Miles and miles and miles the fuck up, you still can't see it. So where the fuck is it?
It's at the horizon. It curves away from you in every single direction. Like I said, we don't live on a breadstick or the hump of a taco. It curves away from you in every direction. You're not going to see side-to-side curve. It's it's not how things work.
Shut the fuck up. Suck my nuts. You can call me what the fuck you want. You can laugh at me all the fuck you want.
Oh, don't worry. Everybody does laugh at you, and we've been doing it, well, without your permission for a long time. So, really don't give a fuck if you say we can or can't.
You wrong, bitch. The sun don't light up the moon. The moon give off her own light. The temperatures are totally fucking different.
Yeah, it cools down at night, but not because the heat from the moon. It's the sun is on the other side of the planet, heating that up and giving it light. I wonder if these people think that the normal air temperature would be absolute zero if it wasn't for the moon at night warming us up with its heat, because reasons.
Common sense. You can use simple experiments to prove the fucking science book wrong. I'm gonna end this shit with y'all favorite fucking word, gravity. Y'all believe in this magical, invisible fucking force called gravity. If I drop this pen, bam, gravity just pulled that shit down.
Well, yeah, that's how gravity works. It's kind of what it does. It pulls things to the center of mass. Not that complicated, really.
Suck my fucking balls. You full of shit. This big ass earth, and you telling me what gravity do, keeping oceans in place, big ass buildings and animals and shit in place. That strong force keeping that shit in place. All the water in place. A butterfly can fly freely. Little bugs and wasps and mosquitoes and shit fly just happy as hell. I can tick all this shit with no fucking problem.
Did he just say a waltz? What the fuck is a waltz? Never heard of that bug. But yeah, shit can fly because of lift. Yeah, they flap their wings and create lift, and they fly. If they stopped flapping their wings and putting that upward force, gravity would overcome and they would fall. We see it happen all the time. You know, as soon as you see a bird stop flapping and tuck its wings, it's falling. Or anytime a bug or bird or airplane lands, well, that's because of gravity. That's why things go down.
That's crazy. Gravity, that goddamn strong. It's just strong enough so I can move right. Let me tell you how this gravity should work.
Hey everybody, we got fun physics time with Special Ed.
I'm gonna use a cartoon, Dragon Ball Z. Most of my fellas watch Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball. I know cartoon shit. Some of the ladies watch it too. Vegeta. Now, when he in that goddamn room and turn the fucking gravity up, what happens?
Perhaps you should rest, son. 150 times gravity is a man's training level. You're clearly still a child.
It's hard for him to fucking move.
His cartoon example shoots his argument in the foot. The spiky-haired guy turned gravity up 150 times the normal force. Of course it would be hard to move since our bodies are used to the normal force of gravity. Instead of experiencing 9.8 meters per second squared, we would be experiencing 1,470 meters per second squared and would, in fact, be crushed. That's 59 times the force of gravity on Jupiter, which is 24.79 meters squared.
In that case, how strong gravity is on fucking Earth, the way you say it is, no butterfly should fly the way it fly, okay? If all that gravity holding big ass oceans in place, I shouldn't be able to do this so easily. All this shit.
What, look like you have Tourette's or epilepsy?
Mosquitoes shouldn't be, they should be stuck to the fucking ground like, hey man, the gravity ain't got my ass, man. How your wing? Yeah, the gravity broke my damn wing. That's how the fuck it should be. I asked a motherfucker how the earth spin. He say gravity. Everything fucking gravity with you motherfuckers. The ball of bitches, they favorite fucking word is fucking gravity. Gravity do every fucking thing. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. You gotta be a stupid, naive motherfucker just accept it and not question and do your own fucking experiments.
Well, just a couple minutes ago, he did do an experiment. Remember where he dropped that pen? Yup. He did an experiment, and it showed that, well, gravity's a thing.
Just because they tell you something don't mean it's fucking right. Because he got a lab coat on don't mean he fucking right. Because he write books and be on TV don't mean he fucking right.
Exactly, except when there's a mountain of evidence to support and back up everything that he says. Unlike the claims of a flat earther that, well, have no evidence to support or back up any of it.
It's flat. Come on, man. The fuck out of here with this shit.
Man, just believe me, even though I'm a moron and can't support anything I say. Well, that's it, everyone. That's all I've got for you today. If you're wondering, that wreck I was diving on was the Bianca C. It was a passenger liner that sank off the coast of Grenada in 1964 after a boiler exploded and the ship burned for 4 days. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.